Good evening. Not a planned stream, but I figured I might have a bit of time this weekend and we'll be able to throw out a stream or two, but as it is, it will just be the one. So just a little bit of a Sunday evening special. I've just got my cup of tea brewing as we speak, and first one of the day, so always a special one. And so I'll be streaming Dead by Daylight tonight. I was going to play it anyway, and so it seemed like a good thing to stream. Also, I'll be trying out something a bit new, so I'm looking at doing some slugging builds. For those who don't know what that is, it's where survivors have three states, so they're either healthy, injured, or dying. Theoretically, there's four states because there's also hooked, but that is also kind of dying. And in the dying state, they crawl around and they move like a slug, just, slugging around. So if you slug people, it means you leave people in the dying state instead of hooking them. And if you have one person on the hook and all the other three in the dying state, you're sort of guaranteed to win because you wait for one to die, hook the other one, wait for that one to die, hook the other one, and so on, and just avoid things like decisive strike what's that perk? Deliverance and stuff like that. However, there is one perk designed to stop this, which is Unbreakable, and you've got to be careful of that. And of course, it is quite difficult to get into that situation where three people are dying at once. Usually someone will heal someone else or unhook someone else, and then they all run off, and then you have to sort of start the whole thing again. So, in order to unlock that style of play, let's just bring ourselves up into the game. In order to unlock that style of play, I have recently just bought Leatherface and spent all my blood points leveling him up. I do not, therefore, quite have enough points to actually unlock these slugging perks on my nurse. Just a second. There we go. And so, apologies for that. There was probably some double audio going on there from microphone, and I'd forgotten to actually plug in the headphones. They were on my head, but not plugged in. So I haven't unlocked enough to get these abilities. So Knockout is one of them, and it's the main one. But also I've unlocked Barbecue and Chili, and I think we might be able to play around with maybe using that instead of Discordance, depending on whether or not we're going to continue using Pop the Weasel. Don't know yet, haven't decided. So we're going to play a couple of games as Nurse just to warm up, and then we'll use the blood points that we gain from that to buy these Knockout level 3. And once we've got Knockout level 3, which should be just 2 more blood webs, then we'll get started with some slugging games and see how they go. Now, I'm not promoting slugging as the most fun thing to do in the world, but I think the game is sort of pushing you in that direction, and that against the better survivor teams, you are kind of forced to slug, otherwise you're going to lose, and therefore it's something that I want to train, and I want to test, and I want to see how it plays out, so that it's in my arsenal, right? I think you want any tool in your arsenal ready to go, and slugging is something that I really don't do. It's not part of my playstyle at all. I've always done multiple chases, multiple hooks, and just played it out to the end as best I could. The closest I've come to that sort of thing is NOED, so using No One Escapes Death, which is sometimes considered a little cheap. Quite funny that anything is considered cheap when they have Decisive Strike and Borrowed Time and Unbreakable and so on. But for some reason it is, and slugging is no exception. Slugging is not fun at all for the survivor. If you're just crawling around on the floor like a slug, you can imagine that's not an amazingly entertaining evening. And so obviously it would be good if the game didn't promote that playstyle. We'd like to all get multiple chases and have good time chasing around and seeing if we can outsmart each other, rather than just can I get you all on the ground at the same time. However, the gen speed at the moment, the speed at which generators are completed, and the speed at which the time with which you are supposed to get 12 hooks, it's just very unrealistic. So most generators can be done in either 80 seconds or 44 seconds. and most chases take, you know, an amount of time, and it is not 80 seconds, and even if it were, so if you get 1 for 1, let's say every time they get a generator you get a hook, that means they get the 5 generators, you get 5 hooks, you need 7 more hooks before they can open a door. It's not that simple at all, it's not that easy, but you start to build up a feeling of why it's problematic. So we've immediately nailed down 2 survivors. That's great news. Let's chase this one. Get the hits, and she looks like she's rubbish and going to disconnect. Don't understand why she didn't run away there. Probably just bugged, or no, I've no idea. But we can see that girl on that generator. I've got Pop Goes the Weasel, so this is perfect. We'll go straight to her. This guy's just standing about as well, so that's great. I'm going to injure as many of them as I can. I'll ignore the one that I've just hooked because I don't need to chase them right now. This guy's out in the open, so he's just mine. Very usual movements, nothing special out of this team so far. He should go over that way, then that way, and then back again, yeah. Yeah, this guy's very, very simple, so anytime we want to chase this guy, that's not going to be a problem. Unless he was just trying to mind game me in a particular way and he just got unlucky. So they've gone straight back on that, gives me immediate pop value. I always talk about pop value. We saw which way she went last time, let's see if she goes the same way again. She does, and we get her to drop the pallet. That's great news, it allows our I'm all ears to proc. So we'll use the pop value, wait for them to unhook that guy, which should be about now. Oh, they were finishing off a generator this time. Right, okay. I'll just keep an eye on this side of things. Looking good. Let's check out this way. That was pretty instant. Someone was hiding a bit closer than I thought. Nice work from them. Don't see any track marks off to the left, so we'll go over to the right. And indeed, there's the injured Jake with Lowry behind. As I said, he didn't do much clever, so there we go. Ooh, this one's the one we injured earlier and she didn't bother healing, so that's great. We get to push her off. Ooh, she didn't break line of sight, that wasn't smart. Oh, but then I just blinked away from her, so that wasn't smart of me either. Oh, hello. We won't bother hitting him because he's obviously got Decisive Strike. It's clear from how he moved. This girl, on the other hand, is most definitely getting hooked. And then if we get chance, we'll go back to that generator that we just saw was very nearly done, and we'll get the pop value on it. So the generator that was nearly done was the one in the killer shack. Let's see if we can get there before someone finishes it up. Seems like we can, that's great. So he gets an instant 25, and then we'll continue to go down from there if no one comes. So our man is slugged somewhere. They know where he is, I don't, because I'm not using a slugging build. So I don't have Deerstalker or anything like that. That one is still going down from Pop, and there we go, there's our friend Lowry. There's a generator nearly done behind us. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm all ears, let us know that she was planning on hanging about. They finally got him unslugged. We'll just get the hit, slow things down, no reason not to, and that was a bit weird, not sure what happened there. Oh, this girl's got dead hard. No, she doesn't, fine. I just wanted to bait out the dead hard, but I'll take a hit. Alright, we're going to need a hook. Let's take that one. And then we'll go and check on the old shack gen, see if it's still degenning or not. And it is, that's perfect. So we basically got what was very close to 100% gen, down to 0 with one Pop the Weasel. It's one of the reasons why I love Pop the Weasel, and I think it's possibly as good, if not better than... Hello. God, that is satisfying. No. Oh, what, Simon? What was that? Dearie me. Is she going for the unhook? Interesting. She is. But in a very roundabout way. I should really just go back for this Jake, but I would like to lay hands on that Lowry first. Not going to get to it. So let's go and make sure we get this Jake picked up. He was just on the other side. Here he is. No point letting him have another free life state when we can get a hook out of him. Right. That should have been enough for them to go and rescue him. Yep, we'll just check on this gen. Nope, no work on it. Interesting. I wonder which way they went. Which way would I go? About here, apparently. Well, pop value. There she is. All right. This is indeed not the hillbilly. Correct. Well spotted. Were you expecting the hillbilly for some reason? Oh, hello. Oh dear, Meg. You gotta give him the... Gotta give him the props there for attempting it. Oh, they've doubled up on that back gen, so that's lovely. They've let me know where they are. That's nice. So one's hooked, one's dead, and there are two people on that gen. So I think we can pretty safely say where we're going next. And we now know they've come off that gen, or one of them came off that gen. And here's Lowry. Right, let's have a go. See how you do. So, nice simple circular loop. I'm the nurse. I'm all ears. Active. No dead hard. So we were just waiting to see if she was going to dead hard. Is that Nancy? Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. That is Nancy. My bad. I mentioned him in Discord. Did I mention Billy? I think I just mentioned slugging. I mean, Billy could be a good slugger, I suppose. Hello. Oh. I mean, she doesn't seem like she has decisive strike. If she does, couldn't really give a monkeys. Let's get rid of it. No, I didn't think so. So that's the third hook for that one. Now let's see if we get some track marks running across, or whether he's going to go for the hatch. I'd go for the hatch, but I'm a bastard. Alright, he's gone for the save. One blink, and two blinks, and this guy's fucked. Level to 35. Ah, yes, so I unlocked Leatherface, not Billy, and it was only to unlock his shareable perks. I have very, very little interest in playing Leatherface ever, but he has two shareable perks that are both fantastic. The first one is Barbecue and Chili, which is just an amazing perk overall on almost all killers. But the second one is a very particular one called Knockout, Just give me a second, because I'm about to play the hatch game against someone, so I'd like to focus for a sec. Gotcha. And basically it's the one that's really good for slugging. So it says that when you knock a survivor into the dying state, his other survivors don't actually get to see his aura unless they are within 16 meters of him, which means that you can drop people into the dying state, leave them slugging around, and it takes the survivors ages to find them. Unless, of course, they're on Survive with Friends comms. Not a great deal you can do about that. In any case, this is really bad positioning of the gates for me. He was here, so that's fantastic. Oh, there he is. So he tried to 25 it, didn't quite manage it, sadly. There's the red light, so now he's doomed. Or she, I don't know. Either way, he's not getting away. Bang, bang. Yeah, I fatigue, you run away, it doesn't matter. So I'm planning to just get enough blood points to go and grab Knockout. And I've already unlocked level 1 of it, but you do need level 3. It's not one of those like Discordants that you can leave low level. So once I've got it to level 3, we'll give it a go, we'll test it out, and we'll try some slugging. And I think Nurse is a reasonable one to try with slugging. You want Infectious Fright to let you know where the people are once you down someone. And then you chase them away and slug, 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 and see how it goes. I mean, I'm basically a Nurse main at this point. It would be a lie to say, oh yeah, I play all killers. No, I don't. I play Nurse. I'm good with Huntress. I'm good with Wraith to an extent. But mainly I just play Huntress. And we got to close the hatch, which is why I was so excited about the hatch possibilities, because I finally got that bastard done. Triple Iridescent. Oh, just a smidge off the 2-pip there. I mean, not that it matters. We're already rank 1, but still it's a point of pride, I suppose. GG, what a... Yeah, I told you these guys were not very good. Like, their movement was just meh. So it was just... It was exactly like me and you guys, basically. You've got one decent player who's dragged a bunch of his mates in. And then they've got fucked, which is unfortunate for them. This guy was pretty good. Or, you know, rank-wise, and he's got some understandable perks, you know. But what is this nonsense? This is Jake just using Jake level 1 perks. And this is Meg using all of Meg's perks. So... I mean, you know, it's cute, but... Anyway, what it is its blood points. So let's just keep cracking the blood points in. Oh, God, so good. I do love a good beverage. Right, so is anything here worth getting? No, this is probably quite good. Yeah, that's actually very good as well. So we'll go there and there first. Mystery box gives us... Nah, that's crap. Right. This is good. That's insanely bad, but that's very good. Interesting. Let's take this and this. This is okay. This is fine. And this is cheap. And that gets one blood web done. So let's ready up again. We're out of teeth, but we do have a range add-on, which is the best ones for Nurse, so... That's an improvement. And then in terms of blood points, the highest one we have is this one. So we'll pop that on. And we can't select a challenge now because we're in a game, but I can't remember what the next killer challenge is, honestly. After closing the hatch. I think it's maybe killer specific, or I'm not sure. We'll have a look in a minute. For the Boosted Rolls fans among you, the UK Invitationals was attended by Tomasz very recently, as in this weekend, and an episode will be recorded in the near future, along with a German, yeah, as in today, exactly. Oh my lord, Bloody Party Streamers ×2, I love you both, I love you dearly. Thank you so much, that is helping me slug survivors worldwide. You're doing your bit towards the balance of this game. So, yes, episode on the UK Invitationals coming up, episode on a German team tournament, and it is quite rare that the Germans ever speak about what they're doing outside of Germany. So, looking forward to that one as well, mainly just for that reason rather than the actual tournament. I don't know much about the tournament. It wasn't organised by, not the tournament, the episode wasn't organised by me, but I'm looking forward to it. We also had some very interesting feedback, but let's get into this game first. Interesting feedback on a previous episode, and somebody said that since I left War Machine and stopped playing it, I've been so much happier to speak about War Machine and to, just more positive in general. And that made me laugh at first, and I was like, oh, you bastard. And then I thought, actually, it's kind of true. Yeah. I have been much more... Oh, Sprint Burst makes sense, but we did just spot this Claudette. Where's she nipped off? Oh, it's a Meg. Lovely. Hi, Meg. Oh, she's got Sprint Burst as well, for fuck's sake. Oh! Right, we're going to have to step up our game and stop talking about War Machine. Right, focusing in. Here we go. That was very slow reactions from me. I'm a bit disappointed with that, to be honest with you. Let's have a look here. So, Discordance is showing us that there are 2 on this far gen. So we'll go and say hello. I've stopped caring as much, which did wonders. Yeah. Wow, there were not only 2, there were fucking everybody, right. Alright, we've nailed the first one now. If we can get her hooked before that gen behind us pops, then it's going to be huge, because we can basically push them off it. Ah! However, we are going to make this Jake suffer just for the frustration of it. No, no, we're not, and that's because we're bad. Let's try and... Come on, Simon. Come on. We're going to just test decisive here. I'm just going to hope. Fantastic. This is what you get for being a greedy little Meg. So she's now 1 hook from death, and I know she doesn't have decisive, so she is all manners of fucked. As is this gent if I start playing well. Oh, I'm all ears. Is a beautiful thing. Go on, drop that pallet. Drop it. You know you want to. Oh, you're going in the basement as well. It's basement time. Basement party. Come on, everybody. Into my basement. Let's go. We're going Austrian style here. Who else fancied a little basement vacation? They've both got to be coming, so the question is whether they see each other, if one of them has kindred... Oh my god. Oh, missed the second blink. That's very, 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 very bad. Still. That's lots of hook states and lots of time wasted from them, but it could have been so much worse. Yo. Right. That is a fresh Meg. I'm not sure I want anything to do with a fresh Meg. I want somebody who's already been hit a bit. Is that another 2-man gen over there? No, that is a fucked up heal. Good news. Hello there. 1, 2... Never. Never jump through a window against a nurse. What are you doing? Also just picked up what looks fun. Well, they ain't exactly locked in the basement. Not locked in, but they had a killer nurse patrolling them with the ability to teleport through walls. Now, I know that this one is underway. I also know, fuck you, little man. Well, I mean, I'll take it. If you're gonna give, I was just coming back here to hit this generator, but if you want to give me a free kill as well, I'm not gonna complain. So, we'll go and stick him on this outside hook. See if we can get eyes on where they're running. Where are they running? Oh, they're just healing on hook. That is brave. So I know exactly where they are. I can probably line this up. 3, 2, 1, go. They've moved over here. And then gone that way. So someone's going to go immediately for the unhook. 1 blink. 2 blinks. Saw some scratch marks in this building. There we go. Whack. She's not gone for it. But it was enough to push her off. Interesting. Is she not going for that at all? Well then, I get to use a second pop on this. I'm actually going to use a blink for it, let them get the unhook. Pop and then chase. I think the pop value is worth the chase. I can... Especially if they're that bad at chasing. I'm going to just let him blow his decisive. I don't give a damn if he's got it, and if he doesn't, I just win. He's got it, fine. But now he doesn't, so... Where's he gone? That way. Not bad movement, but he didn't create a lot of distance. Yes, he did. Fantastic, that's very good news. Alright, so that's lots of injury dished out all round. Let's just make sure that these are regressing so that they feel some pressure that they should go back on them. And then I can patrol around here, and anyone who gets caught gets one-shotted. My God, they're just going for it, and I do have the blink range to reach. That one doesn't need Pop the Weasel, so I'll just give it a quick regress. Grab him. And then we'll head back over to... we might struggle to get this guy hooked, honestly. Oh no, we'll make that. We'll make that. That's fine. And then Discordance gives us the information immediately that we can get over there and use Pop, so that's very nice. Get her down with it. Get 2 downs with it, why not? And Pop. So we're kind of slugging now, actually. Didn't mean to, but not going to complain. We're getting a ton of hooks here. With double party streamers, this is going to be an unbelievable number of blood points. I cannot stress this enough. Bing bong. Back it up. Go and find Meg. I hit her about here. Yeah, there she is. Is someone going to come for this pallet save? No one was nearby. Alright, we can go back and reuse the pallet that they broke over here. They might have gone into that, like, structure again. So work on that, Jen. If so, we get some pop value. Nope, sound check tells us no pop value. Let's see if they've gone back onto either one of these gens. Nope, still regressing. Check this one. Nope, still regressing. Check the hook. Nobody there right now. Oh. So we'll do a ground blink. And then a straight blink. Get him. And they've just unhooked that guy, so we can pick this guy up and go and kill him on the same hook. Actually, that hook that was in position was actually a really good spot. Let's use this one instead, because this guy's dead on hooks, so whichever hook we use is gone. Now, they should have run away from us, and that would mean going around this way. Just being able to think like a survivor, playing survivor a little bit, just gives you a real angle for where they might be, and then all you need is the muscle memory on Nurse to make sure that whatever happens, they die. I thought she was just going to hide in the corner of that window and try and use line of sight to keep herself alive. She did not. So we've got both of them injured, 2 dead, and they still need 3 more gens, and I've got Pop the Weasel. They are fucked. And it looks like they've gone over here again, so I'll use my Pop. Oh, I'll kill this Meg first. What? Sprint burst, of course. Keep forgetting. Right, let's see if I can get my Pop Goes the Weasel off before it runs out. Bish, bosh. Jesus, that was the last second. Whoo! Anyway, there's 25% gone. Nobody here. And we've got one because of I'm All Ears. Whoop! Mum. I'm with you now. Obviously the other one is also here. There's no way that that pressure could be there otherwise, so we'll let her think I'm going for her. Ah, she didn't come back fast enough. I was hoping she'd have the balls. So, did she nip into a locker, or did she... Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so she's out in the open. My I'm All Ears is back, just waiting for double charge of Blink. There it is. Whack, she'll turn around. Because she's looking over her shoulder, she's just waiting for me to blink so that she can do something. The only thing she can do when she's out in the open is run back towards me. Again, if you play Nurse enough, you will learn when they're going to do this crap. She is miles away. That's unfortunate. And this one's dead on hook, so it becomes a hatch game again. Most common hatch spawns... Well, the thing is, the common hatch spawns are behind me, but the survivor is right here. Oh, and she found it. It was exactly where she was as I found her to kill her. That is frustrating as hell. Otherwise, that would have been a 2-pip for sure. I do enjoy the post-game chat sometimes, but most importantly, I do enjoy double-party streamers. Look at that, 90k blood points from a single game. That was exactly what we wanted. Let's spend it. So it's not going to get us the knockout 3, but it's going to get us quite a bit closer than we were. So, and also don't let me forget to pick a bloody challenge. Now then, have we got some extra... Oh, those two are quite decent. They're not the best ones. There's Knockout 2, so Knockout 2 is coming our way. Let's get that primed and ready. We also want Barbecue and Chill, so let's get that primed. Take Knockout, and we got lucky we get Barbecue and Knockout. Now then, next important things. That one is actually pretty good. I'm going to take that. That's good news for us. We're going to take this one because it's very good. Damn it. That was the one we were hoping to get. We didn't get it. Mystery box can be okay. Probably not, though. And we now head towards Knockout 3. Now, if we get straight there, we might be able to get it this round. Yes, we do. We get it immediately. We need 5k for that. And we would be going towards Barbecue for sure. And we get it. We get Barbecue and Knockout 3 in 3 blood webs. That's lucky. because it kept knocking out these two. This one we don't care about at all, and this one we'll take later. So we now have the abilities that we need to slug quite effectively. Let's try it, let's try it. So what we need then, instead of I'm all ears, is Infectious Fright. Which is that one. And instead of Monitor and Abuse, we need Knockout. Is that a purple one at level 3? Or not? Looks like it is not. So there you go, it's there. So now Infectious Fright, Knockout. Are we going to use Discordance and Pop? Pop's really good, but Discordance is really good as well. You know what? We're going to go without Pop. This is not something I recommend, but we're going to give it a go. In order to go full sluggity slug build, we're going to do that. And we'll take Undetectable because it amuses me. And then we'll pop in Sacrifice and we'll give that a go. Cancel, 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 and go and have a look at the challenges. There should be second week challenges out fairly soon. Yeah, fairly soon. Right, so we got that one done. Oh, that gets us an extra 25k. That's nice. So what killer challenges are available? Only Overcharge, which I don't have, and Doctor that I don't have yet. And then those are all Survivor challenges. So we have no Survivor challenges to bother with. Ruin not good enough anymore. With my Nurse, with the way I play, Pop is the better slowdown mechanic. I think Ruin is a fine perk, it's okay, and if you're a fast enough killer and you can push people off generators well enough, it's fine. The problem is that it's still called Ruin, so in your head you sort of compare it to the previous perk. If it was just a new perk that they added, it'd be fine, but because it's so drastically worse than the previous one, you can't help but compare them, so... Now, bear in mind, this isn't a style that I've ever really played before, and I've never had these perks sort of running in tandem before, so there's a good chance we're going to get boned this game. So while the previous games have been quite dominating, this one may not be, or it may turn out that this is really, really effective, especially with Nurse. We will see. Really don't know. Couldn't tell you. But the idea is, slug them, then they'll spend ages trying to find them, and that'll deal with them wasting their time. So in other words, instead of slowing down the generators, we're going to slow down the fact that they have to run around trying to find each other and unslug. And meanwhile, while they're doing that, we're going to hit people, make them scream, and then charge at them and slug them as well. So it's slowing down the game in a different way because generator speed is so fast right now that trying to slow down generator speed is very, very hard and slightly unreliable. So we'll see whether this is more reliable. Downside of this is that you may not get enough hooks, so you may not get actually number of hooks in order to get the iridescent emblem of Devout. But frankly, it's so bugged at the moment, I'm getting so few points for Devout anyway, that I'd rather just slug a lot and see if I can get the Gatekeeper and the chasing emblems, so generator, regression, and emblems well enough. So we'll see how it goes. I really don't know. This is very much a test. Let's hope we get a good map. Anything but Yamaoka Estate. Hawkins is also very bad, but Yamaoka is just so frustrating. Hawkins is just bad because it's so bad for Nurse, but Yamaoka is just so bad because it's so badly optimized. It's the coding. The map is beautiful. The game looks amazing, and if you could just... play on it, I'd be delighted. It's so great, but they've been so lazy. They just haven't play tested it all properly with Nurse, and she just can't blink around well enough. We get Auto Haven. Auto Haven's fine. All right. Nurse, slug, attempt 1, take 1. Nobody's propped. Good start. Nobody's propped my Discordance. Site check tells me that gen's not going, so we'll check this one. Not going. I don't have a range add-on at all, do I? There we go. Bad reactions. Alright, let's warm up. Here we go. 1, 2. She's hiding around the corner. I figured she would come back around the corner, but I thought she'd actually come all the way into the little ginnel where I was. I shouldn't have stayed there. That was bad. I've not got the range add-ons, so I'm not making these blinks that I would normally make. This is a bit frustrating. Let's... He's timing that perfectly. I think he's probably played nurse. That was very good. That was very good. That's cool. We're not going to chase this guy for longer than we have to. Nice. We're now undetectable. That is sad times for him. Whew. Alright, so a slow start, but the idea is that we're going to snowball the game anyway. We know that she likes to move back. So, the first one, you actually want to hook. Because you need to have something that brings them into the area. Nobody screamed, so we know no one's close to us. Because our infectious fright would have gone off. May as well let this start regressing. And then we hope to find someone coming in to save her. Slug that person. And then we snowball from there. That's the theory. Meanwhile, 2 gens were done within the first chase, and they've immediately unhooked, and sadly we weren't there to capitalise. So it's this guy again, that's unfortunate. 1 blink, 2 blinks. Not having distance add-ons is horrific for nurse. People can just put distance between you, and they've already done 3 gens. This is rough. Okay. So I'm going to leave him. We're just going to leave him slugged. Auto-aim kind of dicks us there. And once she gets downed, dead hard. Second one comes in, so it looks like they are on team comms. Here we go. Missed. So now we know that this girl wants to come and save him. Yep, there we go. Dead hard. This girl should come back to try and heal this guy. I'm going to look like I am picking him up. She's going to come back in. No dead hard this time. I'm just a fucking moron. She gets to pick him up for free. We're just going to lunge to prevent it. He's waiting for the save. They're all waiting for the save. I'm just going to pick him up. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get that either. And they're all injured. was that? Again, what the fuck? Alright. Alright. So she's slugged. He's hit. Let's see where he goes. She's here as well. Alright. Slugged. Screaming. Went this way. Oh, she got one of them up. Interesting. Who will then go straight to that one. Who has Dead Hard, let's not forget. So this is a Survive with Friends team, 100%. Because they're able to see, well, they're able to communicate where they are. Even when they can't see. So we're gonna pick this girl up now. We have to eventually start hooking some people. And we want to draw them away from those generators. Fresh hook, sadly. So we know someone's here. Probably hiding just around here somewhere. Damn it! Just saw the scratch marks out this side. Just gonna let that run out, reclaim the blinks, and take him down. Oh, he dead-harded. That's the only way he could make that kind of distance, so that's good. We got that out of him. He's cornered himself, that's great. We will actually pick him up. I don't know if, like, this is what I don't know about slugging. I don't know if I should be hooking him there. I think you need to have at least one on the hook and then kind of slug. But I feel like oh, I've seen the scratch marks. They've already gone back for him. 3, 2, 1, unhook. I really thought he'd run back. Oh, he wasted his dead hard though. That's fantastic news. Right, which way did he go? That way. They're discordance on this, so I have to go this way. We know one of them's here, purpley girl. Well, I kind of think that as well, but like the problem is, you know, imagine you trying to tell me I'm next to a locker near a car with some, like, there's some tires on the wall, like, unless you've hit them somewhere quite easy to describe, it still takes it still takes a minute to describe, and it still takes a minute to sort of fix. He doesn't ever run back on himself, and it's just so weird. But I need to remember. Oh, what? Yes, I know, you're still here. Yeah, next to yellow trainy thing when we're right next to like a hook as well, so it doesn't even take us very long to hook him and blah blah blah. I just think it's probably worth it. Yes. And let that right. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Now this is a spot where I don't think he can easily describe where he is, so I'm going to leave him and we're going to test how slugging might actually work. Leave him slugged. Try and get towards these people. Fucking testicles. Like, the gen speed is absolutely fucking insane. Alright. And they've already unslugged him, so it really should take longer than that with knockout, so it's survive with friends 100%. She's an idiot. I don't know what she's doing. She had no reason to do that. Is this my basement? Yeah. Nice. Again, knowing that they're survive with friends, you know that they're not going to be near the exit doors deciding whether to save him or not. They're just going to be queuing up around him for the unhook. So at least you can... Yeah, there you go. So just land some hits, put some pressure on, increase some fear. She's going back in for the save. We'll pretend that we're going for this guy, and then down we go. Borrowed time. I knew it was there, and I still swung wide. I even planned it. I was like, right, I'll blink, then let her borrow a dead hard, and then go and get... Oh, man. That was just a very, very bad start. However, my fault, and also survive with friends, so... I suppose if you were using barbecue and chili instead of discordance... Let's try that. Let's try barbecue and chili instead. And then... But I mean, discordance is one of the only ways not to get completely chuckle fucked on generators. Let's try it. Let's just try it. So we're going to run barbecue and chili. Plus the slug build. And then I'm going to need to hook one. Yeah, so I'm forcing myself into hooking one. But let's go... Moderately decreases that. That seems good. And yeah, we'll keep that for now. And then we'll run this. Yeah, so we're going to run this. So we're going to hook one. But then it should, with the combination of Infectious Fright and Barbecue and Chili, I should always have a target. I should always know where someone is. Because if they're close by, they'll scream. If they're far away, Barbecue and Chili will show me them. Unless they understand what's going on and jump in lockers and stuff. But I mean, you know, if they play well, they play well. So I should always know where someone is, so I can just go from kill to chase to kill to chase to kill to chase. And if I don't fuck up, I fucked up too many times in that game. There were too many missed blinks. If you miss that many blinks, you're going to lose the game. Simple as that. So if I don't cock up my blinks, then I should be able to slug a bit faster and then start that snowball effect. I never really got a snowball going in that game because they always had 3 guys running around ready to immediately heal anyone up that got slugged. I think solo players, I mean, we might see a difference. Who knows? Let's keep playing. Let's keep testing. But I think against solo players, we might see, with knockout, I think we might see absolute confusion. I think it might be really, really beneficial to slug people. So the trick will be, find someone, hook them fast, use the information that we get from the kill and the hook to chase. If someone screams, I think we don't hook them. We go immediately after the scream and start the next chase and leave them slugged. If we don't hear a scream, then we're going to hook them and try and get the barbecue and chili information. So that's going to kind of, that combination of perks is going to decide our play for us each time. So smack someone, if there's a scream, chase. If there isn't, hook, use the info, chase, slug, repeat. And we'll just use that combination, and if we have some better blinks, which I hope we will, then it could be really effective. Let's find out together. By the way, how's your evening, Robin? What are you doing aside from what have you been up to today? Three generators all in a real close proximity there. Someone straight to the big boat as usual. Nobody on that gen by the looks of it. Straight up to the generator. Nobody there either. Interesting. Shouldn't have lunged for that, don't I? Good stuff. Alright, we get the first one. One scream. So we're going to go straight for that scream. And she went straight back in. So we've got one slugged. And we know that one's trying to save him. We get another scream. So let's follow it up. That was far too blind to have done that. Anyway, never mind. We've got the... We get the hit. We get the slug. Right, well... So they've unslugged one of them. Evening, Epi. So that tells us where they all are again. Interesting. They've got the unhugged. Let's go for our slugged friend. So it's kind of working a bit better this time. Attending a tournament, caught up with my brother, moved there to study. Oh, nice. Always nice to get a bit of... Oh yeah, we've spotted her. She's going this way. 1, 2... And an absolute cock up on my side. That was very unfortunate. Well, hello. Damn it, was hoping to get back in time to block her from doing that. Alright, she's down. Now, any screams? No, no screams. So we know they're all miles away or in lockers. So therefore we can pick her up safely, throw her in the basement, use the barbecue and chili information to go. Forgot your caster, but still made it to the finals. Making it to the finals without your caster, quite impressive. So we know someone's over here. Chase them down. Other benefit of using barbecue and chili, I've just realised, is it gives us a lot of extra blood points, and as we've just spent millions, that's not entirely a bad thing. Right, let's nip back up there, because yeah. Hello. Oh, I mean, if she doesn't have decisive, she's boned. You got decisive? Okay. Well, now she's fucked. Where I lost against Morgan on time was 1 CP from victory and had Butchers in melee with his objective, but Drunk Robin rolls dice too slowly. Right, barbecue and chill, let's have a look. So where are they? One's on that gen. One's up here. Or they were. That could not have been a much better blink if I tried. Oh, okay. So she's down, she screams, this girl's dead and we all know it. Oh, dead hard. So she's dead in a moment instead of right now, that's fine. There we go. Sluggity-doo-dah, sluggity-day. We'll pick this one up because she's dead, so. Right. Oh, she just picked up our slugged Claudette, I think. Yeah, she did. Interesting. Quite pleased with that tracking. That was actually pretty good tracking. Yeah, that wasn't easy. That wasn't so great, but the tracking on the first bit was nice. Well, that's upsetting. So we've basically got to chase her around. Okay, great. No one nearby, so we'll hook her up. Get the barbecue and chili information. Are they just going to leave her for dead? Okay, so there goes that guy. We'll pretend that we miss him. Oh, he just escaped. He just ran out. He just left her. Wow. Two of them alive, and they didn't even try. And they knew I didn't have NOED. Whew, that was a bit rough. Anyway, right, we got a little bit of a better feel for it that time. And with barbecue and chili, we do actually get more blood points just in general, so we can bring up... let's have a look. White tunnel. Alright. Hang on a second. I've only just properly read what you wrote. You had Butcher in melee with his objective, and you didn't roll the dice to kill it fast enough. Like, do you have any... You could literally just take 6 dice, roll them, and say it's dead. Like, I don't care what it is, it's dead. I realised that wouldn't be the cleanest play. Yeah, I was too slow. Like, it's dice plus 3 or something. Or, like, it's straight dice, I'm rolling 3 dice, roll, it's dead. You don't even have to roll to hit. There's no choice of boosting. It's not... What is there to do? You literally go, bye, and just keep saying that until it's dead. Like, oh, sorry, I did 45 too much damage to it. Never mind. Like, oh... Right, okay, slightly better. And good evening, Kruger, how are you? Are you well? Right, we need some decent add-ons here, because we are sadly lacking. We need... Very, very much need that, yes. And a Mori I'll never say no to. Mystery box is good because it could be a tooth. And then after that we just want cheap ones so that we can get to the next blood web and try and get some range add-ons. Well, I mean, being that close to another tourney win isn't that bad, I suppose. So that's very good for us. This is exceptionally good for us, and that's very good for us. So we'll take that first. It's actually more important. Then we will take this, in fact. All I want is range. More range is good, and this is actually a really good add-on, and Mori is fantastic. Should have probably gone for that earlier. That doesn't matter. Blood points are good. And after that it doesn't matter, so blood points, just cheap, get it out of the way. Not bad, but I had to work all weekend. I need to go to work 3 hours earlier than normal tomorrow. We'll most likely watch one game and go to sleep. I can imagine. That sounds a bit shit, so apologies that you're going through that. We are trying a hardcore slugging build. Plus side of it is that we do get the extra blood points from barbecue to make up for the million that I've just spent unlocking these bloody perks. We played a game against Survive with Friends where they simply told each other over comms where they were, and it kind of defeated the whole point of this process. But then we played against some solo players, and you could tell that it definitely had a very different effect on the game. They had trouble. So a slug build, survivors can either be healthy, injured, dying, or hooked. And when they're dying, they're crawling along the floor, and they're just... All they can do is basically try and like lie still and recover, and then their health goes up to a certain level. And then their teammates can... They can't heal themselves, normally. Their teammates need to come and heal them. Otherwise, they just lie around on the floor. They can't do anything. They can't heal anyone. They can't do any gens. Yeah, slug. That's exactly right. And so you put them into that state, and normally all survivors on the map can see where all of their slugged teammates are. So it's like a hooked survivor. If someone gets hooked, you know where they are, you can always go and save them. And if someone's been slugged, you know where they are, you can go and heal them. But I have a perk called Knockout, which basically means that unless they're very, very close to them, they can't see where their slugged teammates are. So you basically hit someone, knock them down so they're slugged. They can't do anything useful until one of their teammates comes to pick them up, but their teammates don't know where they are. So they have to kind of look around and figure it out and try and find them and get very close to them and then heal them. Meanwhile, I'm running around and I've got lots of perks that help me find people. All my perks are designed to help me find people and to allow me to see where slugged survivors are. So I can always come back when I want to, pick them up, hook them, and continue. So that is the game plan. Ooh, someone was exactly here. That was fortunate. I wasn't paying attention, but now I am. You have my full and undivided attention. Is he just running straight? No. I kind of thought he would. So, I went undetectable because of my add-on, so he thought he was... because I have infectious fright, and I hit him... Wait a sec. Okay, so we know they're on that gen. We hit him, and if anyone screamed, then we would leave him slugged and chase them. But if nobody screams, then we know no one's nearby, and then we hook him and use barbecue and chill, and we know it's going to give us information because there's no one nearby. So we're always going to be able to find someone after every chase. Where the fuck did that girl go? There. And I've just spent 1,000,000 blood points, so it's quite nice to get some extras. I really need to start focusing on these chases. But we are most definitely just playing around with ideas here. This is not some set in stone build. So we know the injured one is over to my left. And none of that matters if my blinks are not on point. Nice. She's got Iron Will though, which makes all of this a bit harder. Okay. Nobody screamed, so nobody's nearby. So we'll pick up and get the barbecue information and head off and then try and slug the next one. Seems like they knew just fine. May as well knock the progress off this. We see the one going. There he is. And now we get to swap. Yeah. Shouldn't have gone for that. She had sprint burst plus the burst from that. It's a bit annoying. Okay, nice. We get that. No scream, or one scream, and it's her. So we'll take the hook swapped one, and we'll leave her slugged, and hope that her mates don't find her. And then we'll go looking. So, barbecue tells us one on that gen, and one on the other gen over there. And we've just seen him go this way, so we know no one's going for that slugged girl just yet. It's our first time chasing this guy, so we don't really have any info on how he plays. He's run and just sandbagged this guy. Given that we're right here, we may as well. And he's run that way. Yes, indeed. He's not gone for the window and he's blown his dead hard. We'll leave him slugged and go for his comrade, who's almost going for, certainly going for the unhook. He doesn't know where the slugged girl is. And indeed, here he is. If they go short one way, they almost always go along the other. He's now going to hook swap. Yep, that's fine. She screams. Wait, what? Why didn't he... Oh, unbreakable. Okay, so they've got the anti-slug build. Let's see if we can hold this up anyway. So we're going to have to wait quite a while for our bastard blinks to come back. We're going to blink to the corner, because people always think they're clever going back round corners. Nobody screamed. We're going to go back to this guy. Nobody should know where she is, so I'm just going to leave her slugged. We'll get the barbecue information off this guy. So it's kind of a half slug, half not. They're over there. We get both of them. That's beautiful knowledge. Hello! The only thing he knows is where she's hooked. 1 blink, 2 blinks, you're mine. Yeah. Hook swap. Borrow, damn it. Alright, now... Oh, actually, no, because our other slugged lady is over there, isn't she? I do not... Fuck! What I was going to say is I do not want her getting back up. Back down you go. Now, is anyone screaming? No, actually. And they've already gone and picked up the other slugged guy, so I think they're getting the hang of it. However, we are still getting some kind of advantage, so let's just keep playing, keep learning, keep trying new things. So, barbecue gives us the info. 1, 2, 3. Short blink, well, ground blink to cancel him. He thinks there's a window, there isn't. Does he get that window? He does? Ah! We've got to wait quite a while to get this. Sorry about the dog noise, do apologise. Shouldn't have gone for that. Really shouldn't have. That was greedy. Right, let's see. Does he go... Oh, he's trying to run a jungle gym against a nurse. That's fine. How you doing? No. Oh, dead hard. We've got that out. Nice. Now we just need to try and... Has he... Yeah. Has he got decisive? No. Fine. So let's get the barbecue information. Sadly, we don't get the infectious from that, so that's kind of good play from him in one way. We know one's on the far gen over there, and the other two are probably somewhere reasonably close to the save. I'm more interested in preventing the gen pressure than I am in fucking about with anything else. So, we actually just got line of sight there through the window. There he is. 1, 2, 3, whack. Ah. Not quite, so... Let's see. Can we get line of sight at all through here? Yeah, there we go. Just the tip. And now he can't hear me at all, which makes him stupidly confident. He just thought I wasn't there or something. I don't know. Doesn't look like they've got any infectious fright info again. Kind of annoying. Oh, the hatch is here. Good to know. And one of them is right here. Barbecue on a nurse with a long-range add-on. Pretty smooth, it turns out. Down she goes. There was a scream. And so she can stay slugged. We'll hit him. Is he going to go for the hook swap? Yes, he is. Fine by me. You, sir, are Still fucked. What? Ah, for God's sake. Fucking keys, man. Fucking keys. You just get a key and that's it. Game, goodbye. Thanks very much. Now I'm just playing for a black pip, just like that. No other fucking option. Wankers. God, I hate keys. And this is, by the way, why if you're playing Survivor, you should use keys. See how strong that is? You just go from a game that is a clear 4-man into fuck all. Anyway, we're still ranked up, even with only 2 of them. That is not bad. Let's see how it worked out. So, the fact that they were getting slugged like hell and I was chasing them like hell, I was not like close to any survivors. I didn't need to be in that build. And I won all my chases pretty convincingly. I get a lot of injuries inflicted because of the slugging. So malicious is actually kind of hurting and interrupting and downing is definitely part of slugging. Where you lose points is on the devout, but devout's currently bugged anyway, and I find in about 50% of my games I don't actually get the points for the hooks that I get anyway. So I think that this build has some potential. Now, there's an argument that Infectious Fright plus, I mean, you're investing everything into this build, basically everything. You're putting all of your perks into it. I've lost my I'm all ears, which I think is a wonderful chasing mechanic. I've lost the potential for Nurse's Calling, which is a great finding mechanic. Although, you know, Infectious Fright and Barbecue are also pretty good. In my case, you lose Monitor and Abuse, which is pretty good as well on Nurse, especially with distance add-ons, you can find people at a better range. Yeah, it's an interesting build. We'll play a few more games with it. We can't, obviously, after 3 games, we can't say, right, we know the build now, we know everything about it. But we can make some initial thoughts, which is that it seems to be pretty poor on the Devout emblem, but pretty good on Gatekeeper and Chaser. So that's good news. Right, I'll just close my door. I'll be back momentarily. Alrighty. Let's have another go. So once again we are using blink range, and we are also now with recharge speed. I did really feel the lack of recharge speed in that last game. I can't remember what I had instead, but whatever it wasn't as good as recharge speed. I like range and recharge speed. That's because then it feels all that I'm doing basically with my 2 add-ons is I'm going back to old Nurse. So when she didn't have a cooldown on the blink, and when she blinked further automatically, she already had the range. So all I'm doing is going back to old Nurse. I just have to spend 2 purple and yellow add-ons to do it every game. But there you go. I'm starting to agree with a lot of other players that add-ons are so important for killers, and it's more perks that are really important for survivors. Obviously, your killer perks matter, but add-ons can really make or break a killer, especially depending on the killer. I mean, Wraith is so dependent on it, Hillbilly so dependent, Nurse so dependent. Or, I mean, less so than the 2 I just mentioned, but also very dependent. Alright, let's jump in. So we are on Badham. Pretty good for Nurse, I think. Not great for killer in general, but Nurse herself. Hello. That was a bit tricky to manage, but we got there. Had to work out how I was going to make that happen. Good stuff. Any scream? Yes. Where did they run off to? Oh, there she is. I see her on my right. I'm going to pretend not to. There we go. So now we get her, and we've got 2 blinks ready to catch her. We get to down her. Ah, fucking hell. Considering we got knockout, they found that a bit quick. It's a bit annoying. Indicative that we may well have a Survive with Friends group going on. But not necessarily. They may have just been fortunate and close by. Or seen where I knocked them down. There's all sorts of options. Right. Let's have a look. So we've got this gen. Where's the barbecue and chili information? The barbecue and chili information is that they're all either around me or in lockers. So we're going to try and blink for this entrance. A lot of attempted distraction. Now, did he go inside? Yes, he did. So now we've got her close to a second hook state. We may as well make sure that she gets it. There she goes. I really expected him to dead hard, that's why I did that. He went straight for the unhook, that's fine. We're going for this guy anyway. This guy's not a very tricky player. Very good. Fortunate here, which is annoying. Okay, so 2 of them nearby. That's a bit annoying as well. Not letting him get to that, because he's obviously got mates that are going to try and save. Yeah, this Ash is just playing for the trying to make plays, and you know he's making some sort of fair play to him. Where's the info? Nobody on the far gens. It looks like they're all just close, or very aware of barbecue. So round he goes. I'd almost be willing to put money that this is Survive with Friends. So now we play this game where they try and stay near the pallet to save him. And then she disappears into thin air. Right, well we'll pretend to pick him up. There we go. We get the hit. She can't use the pallet to save herself, And we know that Ash is here, and yet somehow the autocorrect just decides not. Right, we'll go back again. Look like we're picking him up. Over she comes. Now we'll actually pick him up. Sprint burst from the Ash. This guy's getting saved more than Jesus himself. Dead hard. Flashlight after the... Yeah, now there's no one here that could possibly save him. There's no point slugging, they're survive with friends. So he'll just... And also they can just tell him where they are in relation to the school. Alright, we know they're over there and healing, so we can move towards... And then we know that Ash is going around for the save because it's the only thing he cares about in this whole game. Why on earth did that not down the Ash? I do not understand. We know someone else is nearby ready to save him as well. Oh, nobody actually went for that door. That means they can get this save if they were ready. They weren't. Okay, good. Normally I'd want that pallet there because of I'm all ears, but I have to get out of the habit. I mean, you're gonna have to swap for him if you want him. I'm not just gonna give him to you. Hello, Jesus. Yeah, if she wants to swap, I'm all for it. So all three of them have gone in for the swap. All three have been hit. In the attempt. You want to save him, you can give it a go, but... it is going to cost you your own life. So they all heal each other, and then they've got to just leave, right? Yeah, so now I get her. Oh, maybe I don't, so now it's a skill game. Need to get it. Okay, now it's a skill game. Where are you going to go? This way? Alright, well then you're mine. And that means you're mine. And we know the other one's over there because of barbecue. Actually, we're going to slam this guy real fast here. This door isn't ready. Just double check that. I don't think it is. So that one is on that door. So far door's getting opened. I'm going to test this guy, see if he's got DS. He should. My god, the greed on these bastards. So he's actually dead. We can all agree that this has been some pretty fucking sweet gameplay thus far. Now, because of knockout, it might actually take her a second to find her, and I might be able to get this hook. Probably not, but even so, barbecue and chili info might be useful as well. Doesn't look like we're getting barbecue info. Are you close enough to anything where decisive would save you? No. Let's pick you up then. You get it. And now the chase is on. Dead hard, that's your one lifeline, second lifeline, third lifeline is unlikely. Nope, now did that give me the scream on the other girl? That's what I was kind of hoping. No screams, shame. So, she is dead. Whoo! Now we'll get barbecue information, if there is any. No barbecue info. There we go, we've spotted her. She's crossing over this way. She didn't go straight for the exit door, which tells me she's going for the unhook. Probably through the house. Oh, she went for the exit door. I was just a bit too fast. Okay. Out she goes, and we get a 3. Not bad. Not bad. And we got all 4 stacks of barbecue, so lots and lots and lots of blood points. There's definite synergy here. Like the scream is really interesting. I think, yeah, and of course, we get a black pip for killing 3 of them. That's pretty standard. Let's see on what grounds they gave us a black pip. So it's because we didn't prevent the gens fast enough. That is true, and because decisive strike is a perk, we lose 9 points for that. So I think without decisive strike existing, we'd probably get iridescent there. Devout was fair, and then gatekeeper was fair. Yeah, I think we should have had iridescent there, but this is actually fair. And we nearly always get iridescent chaser with nurse because I don't lose chases very much. So they had a brand new part, an engineer's toolbox, a skeleton key, and 2 flashlights, and they would most definitely survive with friends. That is not a bad game, not bad. And look how many blood points that is. Jesus H. Christ. How many is that in total? 60 grand per game. We're getting about 60 grand a game for this stuff. That's nuts. We've got 2 more range add-ons, so we're going to use those, and again we'll use some blood point add-ons as well. Almost up to 9k, so we can buy our next killer or whatever whenever we wish. But we'll just hold on to it for now. There's nothing I particularly want or need, so we'll wait and see whether there is, and then get it. Maybe Doctor at some point. I've already got his shareable perks, but just to actually play him, we'll see. We'll just pop that and see if anything's coming up particularly nice in the next Blood Web. Bloody Party streamers, so let's just do that right now. And then what have we got? So, tremendous range is perfect, considerable range is fine. Yeah, heavy panting last breath is good, and we can get that save for the best till last. I mean, it doesn't actually... I think we actually leave it because, honestly, you're never going to use that with Nurse because basic attack cooldown is irrelevant because of fatigue. So, you're never ever using that perk with Nurse, and you're never increasing that because it's actually worse. So, I think I can just focus on last breath, heavy panting, and blink recharge. They're just the most important stats for Nurse. Range, recharge, then probably fatigue duration, and the tooth. The tooth is really good because it's basically mini Nurse's Galling, but without having to take a perk slot. So. Hi, Claude. That was really bad, though. The first one was good, the second one was terrible. Alright, let's recharge them. One... Why are you dropping that? Fine. Any scream? Nope. So we'll immediately hook her. Get the barbecue information and get on to the next chase. There we go. We know one's on this gent. And we know he's on this side. Yeah, and if I was her, that's where I'd have gone, so... Makes sense. We land that. We're on 2 blinks. She breaks line of sight and comes short. Good move, but not good enough. We know someone's going behind me to get the unhook. That's fine. We're not concerned. We can just let them run off. She'll expect me to blink that corner, I think. No, she just ran it. Interesting. Any scream info? Nope. So again, we'll take the chili info. Nice hit. Happy with that. Lost him. Oh, he stayed short and doubled back. Fine. Hi there. Scream info, leave her slugged, go after him. That's sprint burst or lithe? I think that's lithe actually, yeah. The one that's slugged should genuinely take them quite a while to find, so... Good stuff. They don't know where she is, and they will spend some time looking. Ground blink gives us the second blink, gives us the hit. There she goes. Let's try and learn about her. Dead hard though, so that's great. I mean, just a mistake on her part, but very nice. We'll capitalise if we can. Second blink immediately. There we go. Didn't have a second blink, so I couldn't do a ground blink to fuck her up. There, bang, she's down. Scream info, no scream info. So let's take the chili info. There she is. Bit unfortunate it was that fast, but she'll get the... Oh, she doesn't have sprint burst? No, okay, and she does a slow vault just to get herself killed extra quick? What? I mean, the fact that she's bad doesn't alter the fact that I'm apparently terrible as well, so... Nip over here, wait for the second blink. 2 people, 1... I actually blinked to try and block that window. That was irritating. Still, we're back up to 2 blinks. Short blink it, she's down. Scream, let her just... We're absolutely fine. With her being slugged. But we know someone is nearby. How frustrating. I know someone's near. How near? Are they near enough to go for this pallet save? Yes, they are, but at least we got the hit. Yeah, no, there's no window there. Alright, you're screwed. Where's the next one? Next one. Next one. Whew. But yeah, it turns out Infectious Fright, pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see if any of them have got Unbreakable, because if they don't, it's my game. This is slugging. Oh, well, she was dead on hook. Marvellous. We don't even waste a hook. How about you, madam? Get yourself a little hook up here on the hill. Nice view. On your left, you can see the open fields, chests, and mossy crates. Sadly, that was her first hook, so she's good to go. They're both just slugging about, having a little time. Hello, sir. Right, so we know that this guy over here is very much hoping to get the old hatch escape. And I sympathise. But no. Well, it turns out that Infectious Fright, pretty good. Pretty good. If your blinks are on point. Interesting. Let's see, because I am now genuinely really interested. Brutal. So we get a 4-man and we get a Black Pip. Wow. Wow, game. Wow. Go on. Let's hear you explain that one to me. Let's see it. just short of iridescent in all 4 categories don't level up. Wow. That is a fucking disgrace. I cannot stress how much that sucked. Alright, we have a fellow streamer. Let's see if he or she lives up to expectations. We've got a medkit, a flashlight, a firecracker. I'm not really concerned about the firecracker, let's be honest. But no key, so as long as they don't have a key, I'm not that bothered. The things that I like to see the least are 4 toolboxes or any number of keys. Frankly, I'm always delighted to see flashlights because I'm good enough where I very, very rarely get flashlight saved against me. That said, I mean, it does happen. There are situations where they can sort of force it, where you're under so much time pressure that you just have to take a risk, and if they're there, they get it. But in general, sentient killers can position and pick up and play in a way that they can often use the flashlight players to their advantage. Just they really want that save, you know it, so you know roughly where they're going to be and what they're going to try and do, and you can play around it and get free hits and chases and so on and so forth. They've got a hidden offering, which suggests it's either all start together or start as far away from the killer as possible. I've got tremendous blink range, so neither one honestly matters that much. If you lose a survivor, listen closely. You may hear their footsteps, unless the game is bugged and it doesn't give you to them. Or their groans of pain, except they all rely on will and you can't hear shit, and even if you should, you can't because it's bugged. It's like, use Strider, except no one does, because why would you increase something which doesn't exist? Alright. Somebody's fucked something up already, that's interesting. Hello there. We'll just let that run because we're right next to us, so I don't even have to blink for that. That's nice. Which means we get to go straight into a 1-2 blink. 1, 2. Oh, we actually got it. I just didn't believe. Should have believed. And that time I shouldn't have believed. So there you go. Live and learn. Oh, she just wants to play this game until I hit it? Alright, cool. I thought she'd come back round. Interesting. Alright, we're playing. We're playing. Mine. Now then. We're going to leave you because I'm going to chase this person. Hi there. Just going to let that run out because I cocked the first blink and I don't want to waste my time too much after that. Where the hell did he run off to? Genuinely no idea. So let's tap this one. We've lost the chase, but our build allows us to get the chase back in any number of ways, so let's use one of them. No, you're never getting that, and I'll take the free hit. That's basically exactly what I was just talking about. Flashlight survivors giving you free hits. I'm all for it. They were waiting that close. Alright. No dead hard? I really thought she'd go for the dead hard. Didn't, though. He thought I was going to blink again. He was wrong. And he's going to pay for it with his life. Errors were made. Right. We'll let him just sluggity slug for a bit. We'll go to her first. Nobody got to her, that's great. Flashlight girl coming? Shame I could have done with a free hit. Right, let's see if we can get some barbecue information and see if anybody's going to heal our sluggity slugged friend. And they indeed are. Down you go. Let's see. Nobody. Alright. So we've got one slugged, one hooked, one about to be hooked. And barbecue and chili about to go off as well. Just missed her. Let's follow it up. Anyway. Alright, let's go and find our slugged lady. She's probably wondering why the hell her mates aren't coming for her. The reason is because they can't see you. Anyway, we know our man's just behind us because we've heard him. I guessed wrong. Are you going to go straight for the unhook? No. He's going to go straight for get himself killed and reveal his colleague. Interesting second choice. No, I have Deerstalker as well. I am pure sluggity slug goodness. Down you go. Dead hard from her, fair enough. Is she going to go and try and heal him? Or? Nope, no such testicles. She's just going to run back into me for the decisive. Nope, alrighty. So, that's the game. All slugged, all mine. All can go and lick my chode. Let's use this hook over here, because it's the furthest from the other guy, to make sure that we're most likely to get him hooked. So this whole build is built around slugging entirely. So knockout just means that they can't see their survivor auras of slugged players unless they're within 16 meters, which is actually pretty close. Then I have infectious fright, which means that whenever I hit someone and I put them into the dying state, so whenever I slug them, if anyone is within 32 meters, they scream and I get to know where they are, so I can immediately chase them away so that they don't know where the slugged person is and they can't deal with it. Then I've got barbecue and chill, so if nobody screams, then I can hook one of my slugged players, and I know where they are because I have Deerstalker, which means I see slugged players. The whole build is entirely around slugged players, and it's all around setting up this kind of snowball. Boom, 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 dead, 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 dead. And so that's another 4 kill, and And we get a black pip. We get a draw. We get a draw. I killed all 4 of them twice in a row. And you're giving me black pips. It is astonishingly shit. What? What? In what world did I not find and chase survivors? I found them all. I chased them all. I killed them all. The shorter the chase, the higher the points. My chases were generally 2 blinks. I was just a fucking millimetre away from iridescent, just off iridescent, got iridescent. I should absolutely have been gold and possibly iridescent, and thus we don't rank up. Like, this is stupid. Completely D-ranked, 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 all screwed. That's a weird ass perk. Pharmacy, like basically just guarantee. You just as soon as you find a chest, you're guaranteed an emergency med kit. I don't know how good an emergency med kit is. I think is that maybe green. Like if you're guaranteed an is that a med kit that expires? Like, because it must be right. It must be a special one because otherwise you'd get a med kit every game. And then you just leave, keep it, and then you just eventually stop using that perk and just have a big stack of medkits. So I imagine it's probably a special medkit that disappears on. Yeah. On that note, I'm going to go to bed. All the best, Robin. Have a good night, mate. I am going to finish as well. Finish as well. I think that's enough. We've had a little go. We've had a go with the slug build. I've seen what I wanted to see. I'll probably try it again on stream at some point, but we'll call it there for now. So, no jump rope on stream this evening. I'm just going to do it off stream. This is just a bonus stream, and I wanted to just throw out some content. I knew I was going to try out this slugging thing, so I thought I would put it on stream for you guys. Tomorrow we'll be back with the regular viewing schedule, so that is Evil Within 2. I'm pretty sure we're near the end of the game, so in the most likely case, I'll play Evil Within 2, I'll finish it, and then I will jump onto another game for the remainder of the stream. That might be Dead by Daylight again, especially if we get some Survive with Friends going maybe tomorrow night. That might be fun. Good night, Epi. All the best. And then Tuesday, I'm going to be playing This War of Mine, which, for those who know Frostpunk, is made by the same developers, 11-bit. And it's a wonderful, wonderful game. And they've released a free scenario update for it called The Final Cut. So even though I've played most of the versions of the game completely through, I haven't played this one. So I'm looking forward to seeing the new content, and I'm looking forward to playing This War of Mine again. It's very chill, very cool game. Not sure what I'm going to play on Wednesday yet. I've got several options for that. We will see. And on Thursday, we're going back to the Darkest Dungeon. I've been really enjoying it. And so that's the schedule for this week. I hope you're all very well. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. All the best. Take care.